at Johns Hopkins Hospital. It's considered the top hospital in the country and perhaps the world. But today, it's the front line in the battle against income inequality and the fight for a living wage.
Hundreds of workers with 1199 SEIU, United Healthcare Workers East, walked off the job at 6 a.m. Wednesday after contract negotiations broke down. They say they will strike for 3 days against what they call poverty wages. The hospital did not respond to the Real News request for comment and has thus far not spoken to the media about the strike. They have previously said they're offering a fair wage and cannot afford to pay more.
On the bargaining committee, and we're trying to get a fair living wage contract from Hopkins.
And so they're saying that they can't afford to pay you guys anymore. You know, Maryland just passed a 10-10 minimum wage, and from what I understand, all the workers get more than that. So talk about why you're asking for more money.
I'm asking for more money on myself because I'm taking 4 kids. I'm on public assistance. I get food stamps, I get Medicaid. And Hopkins has the nerve to say that they don't have the money. You're standing in front of 2 buildings they just built for $1 billion. They're buying up property on the east side to build more buildings. They got the money. They just don't want to give it out. And the way Maryland did raise the minimum wage to 10-10, but that ain't going to go in effect to, 4 years from now? And we're barely living now on what we got.
Because basically, you know, I'm a 15-year veteran and making, you know, a little under $13 is just not acceptable. You know, everything going up but the pay. And, you know, I know they say it's a low-skilled job position, but it's a high-risk job position as well. I get splashed with blood on a daily basis. Had to take HIV prevention medicine. You know, all for basically $12.95. You know, and I'm saying I understand, you know, that they can't afford, but they got to at least bring us up fair. You know, so basically I can't afford parking, so I parked 7 blocks away. I was leaving one night around 11. You know, guys jumped me. You know, took my money because I got to park so far, I can't afford parking. So at the end of the day, at 15 years, it'll be 16 years, June the 15th. You know, and I'm basically making $12.97 without differential and things, and I move biohazard trash, so that's a risk in itself.
I mean, I still live home with my father, and I'm 25 years old, and it affects you in a lot of ways. I have to pay for school, I have to pay for everything, and it's just hard living from paycheck to paycheck.
Working there 5.5 years, and I make $11.54 an hour. I work in the ORs, and it's a very hostile environment. I had to go in there and terminally clean them. Sometimes I was told 85% of the workers that my co-workers that go in the OR had came in with contact with hepatitis C. Now I have contracted hepatitis C. Thank God that it's not, they can't find it now. I don't know if I got it from the ORs or not. But each day our life is put in jeopardy because the signs, you had contact precautions on the doors, sometimes they be taken off. So we got to gown up and protect our whole entire body. Every day, it's blood, it's needles, everything we got to look for and watch out. You got HIV in there, so it's a needle laying on the floor, so I got to be very careful if I want to infect myself. This is very hostile and a very stressful environment I work in sometimes. Now, we've been giving it the best we could. I'm very dedicated to this job because I like my job. But please, just give us fair wages.
So why is it important for you to be out here today in support of these workers? You're not on strike today, but you're out here supporting them.
It's important because we're all brothers and sisters and we're all in the healthcare field. So we need to make sure that people are treated fairly, we have fair wages, we take care of everyone, and we need to be taken care of also.
So you work for the union. You know, some people have criticized the unions and the Democratic Party for only demanding a 10-10 minimum wage, and the workers here are saying $10 is not enough. What are your thoughts about the fact that these workers are kind of pushing the front line and saying they need closer to 15 to survive?
Well, most of the workers here have been here longer. This is not a job that they just started at. They've been here 10 or more years, and they're still making $10.71 an hour. So even the minimum wage raising to 10-10 is not helping these workers for the support and the care that they give in the hospital.
You know, I mean, and I don't mind being on the forefront of that because if we doing this, the better everybody that's coming behind me. You know, I do whatever it takes, no problem. Like I say, I'll be out here every day if it need be. If we got to strike for a year, if it need be, I'm with it.
The Real News will keep following developments in this story. With Mark Provost, this is Jessel Noor in Baltimore.